lost beneath Skyrim. I don't know how long we've been down here, but feels like it's been days, maybe months. All the torches we can get. Hopefully we'll finally get out of here. Oh, ow! Where'd you come from? Got a couple of torches. Okay, we got a tunic and a hat. Get the zombie floating in the air for some reason. And we got... Okay, we got some stuff in here we can probably trade and sell later. Blacksmith shoes. Nothing back there. Empty baskets. Ooh. Map. We have a map. Nothing there. Nothing there. Nothing in the food barrel. A mead and a wardrobe. And more boots. Table. There's a roll of paper and a book on Skyrim. We're going to take the woodcutter's axe. We can probably use that somewhere else. Up here. A couple more torch sconces. Okay. Oh, wait, what? Okay, we'll fix that later. Much of this journal is tattered, large parts of it are illegible. 14th second seed. Third era, 435. Divines preserve me. It feels like an age since I last sat down. Longer still since I have written down my thoughts. Between running drills with the new recruits and these double shifts, I'm exhausted. Perhaps Hewlett was right. I'm getting old. One of the new recruits, Sarakvar, has been saying some peculiar things. Claims that he was stationed on the western wall for night watch when King Tarban himself appeared beside him, staring out into the darkness. Claims he said nothing, just stared. Then just as suddenly stormed off back into the keep. Normally, I would not pay much attention to new recruits' tales. They all seem to be either bored witless or fatigued beyond sense, both of which lead the imagination to run wild. However, I have seen for myself that King Tarban has been rather unsettled in recent days. Staring into space during meetings, exploding with anger at the slightest provocation, and even striking one of the servant girls for simply bringing the wrong wine. Our king has always had a fiery and indomitable spirit, but something seems different, even darker now. The following is written in unsteady, shaky hand. Second seed might even be mid-year by now. I need to get this down, so there is at least some sort of record. I'm not sure where to even start. Sometime in the last few days, weeks, King Torben lost his mind. I don't know how it started. I was stationed in the gatehouse when the chaos broke out. The screaming, terrible howls of pain and fear came out of the feasting hall. As fast as I could, I made my way there, dodging other guards and terrified servants. The hall was a bloodbath. The dead covered the floor, noble, servant, and guard alike. In the center stood the king, flanked by three figures armed with blades. His face was unlike anything I've seen. Pure rage, unfiltered hate, and malice. Myself and the other guards who arrived were frozen, unable to, perhaps willing to act until one did. Savakvar, the young recruit, he called out to the king, stepped towards him. It happened so fast. With a roar, King Torben launched himself at Savakvar and ran him through with no hesitation, no thought. The other guards rallied and surged forward, but I found myself unable to move. All I could do was look at Svakbar. He was just a boy, barely older than my herald, slain without reason, far before his time. His wide-open eyes seemed to stare at me with betrayal, regret. The sounds of battle shook me from my stupor. The guards were locked with King Torben and his loyalists, but he refused to be pushed back. Whatever force had come over him seemed to only increase his strength and wrath. With a final look at Sakura, I drew my blade and charged forth with my fellows. Things became hazy after that. The king's ire found me quickly. I was dispatched with little fare. Perhaps I was too slow, too old. I awoke some time later, tended by the temple priestess. It became quickly clear just how bad things were. The dead outnumbered the living, and the living bore terrible injuries, myself included. Perhaps worst of all, the Mad King disappeared. In the chaos of that night, it was assumed that he fell in battle, but his body was not found among the dead. The idea that that monster may be out there in the dark fills me with a dread I can barely stand. Wow. Holy crap. And Torben, or Tarben, however you pronounce it, was the king of Snowhawk, which we're gonna go visit the ruins after this. First, we're gonna check the map set. Grab some of this. Might be able to use it later. Okay, nothing there. Maybe that looks dead. We found something good out of that.